Alright, so I'm going to make a couple of electric mining drills, and I'm going to start plopping them down in the copper here.
These conveyors going the wrong direction.
Which ones?
They're right here, right up top. They're going to the right.
Yeah, these are going to go to the factory.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah, those are going to go power furnaces.
Now that we're expanding a bit, I think the next step is to kind of clear these like trees out a bit so we can kind of plan where we're going to put things a bunch. At first you kind of said about burning down the trees, and I was like, well, that's not necessary. But if you're getting caught in trees for a while, I kind of like
But then, you know, you realize that the forest is the true enemy of mankind.
I kind of feel that sentiment.
And it must be destroyed. And that's why I became a forester, so I could protect people from trees.
Gotcha.
Fighting the good fight.
Yeah, fight the trees at their own game.
So at some point, we might get attacked, right?
Oh yeah, that's coming imminently.
Yeah.
By the way.
Should we?
I'm not sure at what pollution level that occurs, but
Should we start like protecting our vital areas with walls?
Matt planned this out, for God's sake.
Copper, like set up right here.
Yeah,
So where are we trying to get it to go?
somewhere.
Somewhere. So it's
he's trying to feed it into these furnaces. You know, you can just, you can move the furnaces to help you.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to leave them right there.
Yeah, I know.
Where would you like to put them, Tyler?
Do you notice an economical spot for that? Because we can move this any which way we need to.
Place of convenience would probably be near the existing conveyor belts.
We could probably move it right here where this patch of trees are. That way it's out of the way.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have an idea of combining the coal line and the copper line for the furnaces up here. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing?
Fine.
I mean, I don't know if there's a... You could have just run the...
Yeah, that's what's.
I don't know, dude.
So why not just run the belt instead of just having like an arm?
You could have just run the copper belt straight down to join the coal line, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Kind of want to keep this coal pure, so we can run it down here to the iron too without copper pollution.
I gotcha.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you see what I was doing now?
Oh yeah.
So I kind of want to have one just like...
Also, okay, dude, reverse the direction of the belts so they're running in the direction of the furnaces, not the opposite direction. What the fuck?
Let me tell you what the fuck. Gonna snake through here again.
How do we want this coal belt to go down to the iron?
Imagine just like this way, then down.
Yeah. Kind of hard to see like where the cliff ends because of all the trees.
Well, you can see on the map, it just kind of wraps around.
I gotcha.
I'll cut these.
So it
trees
comes
down.
right around here. I don't know if this is much better going this way rather than up top.
Where are we gonna have the furnaces at?
That is a good question, Lewis. And you know what? That is such a good question.
Thanks, man.
Well, sign of a good engineer is having a lot of questions.
And as a forester, I show up and pretend that I know everything.
What the fuck?
Well,
That's cliff right there. Okay.
What's some cliffware?
absolutely.
Where it looks like the cliff ends, it doesn't actually end.
Yeah. Just fakes you out.
I like straight lines. So
What a coincidence. I too like straight lines.
yeah, so what I want to do is I want to move these furnaces over to the edge so they're not on the actual iron,
Yeah.
taking up valuable space. Move them somewhere like right here or something. Let's cut these trees back a bit.
Yeah. Probably faster cutting down trees.
A faster way to cut down trees is to build a flamethrower.
It absolutely is.
And basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this coal line just straight down. It's gonna have to be like right here. There we go. Now I need to run this iron over. I wonder what the best way to do that will be.
Gonna make it like a kind of like a square loop, so any excess will like kind of loop back around.
Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense. I like that.
We have automated copper production underway now.
We have automated copper. Nice.
Do we happen to have any iron plates laying around?
Let me just feed these directly into you.
Oh, yes, they're so tasty.
So let's see what I have right here, Louis.
Alright.
I think this is a good idea for anything. Kinda like
99
loop
iron
around.
plates.
Therefore, if the queue is full, it's not
Yeah,
It's not taking any more power. If the
Why have I never thought about this
Yeah,
before?
This is a good idea. I don't know. I've never thought of this either, and I don't know why.
this is what we call in the industry a con whip
In
system.
the industry. Oh.
So it's a constant whip system, meaning you're keeping. Ideally, you want to keep the same amount of work in progress in a system at one time.
The only problem is now we don't have an outflow.
Outflow. Well, it doesn't matter about an outflow. Therefore, because if your drills aren't like
No, I mean for the forges.
forges.
Yeah, the furnace is there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We don't have an outflow. We
Shit.
kind of need one of those.
When you're saying outflow, what do you mean?
Like sending the iron plates out of the furnaces.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, we don't even know where are we sending these plates. Let's figure that out first.
Yeah.
That way we can redesign it.
Well, they're not going anywhere yet. That's the thing.
You want to like have a centralized place, like store like copper plate and iron plate.
I mean, the way this is set up, it's looking like the easiest place to send them would be
Up.
where these trees are right here. We need to clear them out. It's close by.
Yeah, this is just gonna hurt.
Sure. What's the best way to like store things outside these like wooden chests?
Iron chests and steel chests. So production seems to be going very well. We're consuming a fair bit of power. We're producing a lot, we're consuming a little bit. There's a lot of pollution. So we can begin making science vials. So I'm gonna hit T. We need 10 science vials to get our first assembling machines and long-handed inserters, which will solve most of our problems of getting things out. So I think I'm going to begin doing that. So things are going pretty well. Pretty well.
I'm still trying to find a solution to this problem over here where we have no output for iron plates.
Just wait till we get long-handed inserters, that solves it. Because they skip over a tile
Yeah.
when they pick up or put down.
Yeah, the way we'd have to set it up is we'd have to refit this a little bit. Basically it'd have to be like coal coming in from one side, iron going in from one side, and then the plates either coming out of the top or bottom with the way this is currently set up.
We're also going to need to start producing more weapons.
What kind of weapons can you get?
Right now we have pistols.
What's the next step up?
Assault rifles, shotguns that I said twice in a row, flamethrowers, rocket launchers.
Atomic bombs.
That's a thing now, apparently.
Yeah, I'm curious why you would need to use those.
Me too. I think my goal in this game is not to make a satellite, but to make a nuke.
I think it's worthwhile to make a radar, Tyler.
Yeah, so what it does is it sits there and eats up electricity, and then it goes on to reveal more of the map,
Right.
like one tile at a time.
That might be worth it at some point, since we're playing with monsters on.
Yeah.
I think it reveals their locations. Automation finished. Let's get, yeah, we needed automation. I want logistics, so we get underground belts.
So I want to know if those will go through the cliffs.
Yeah.
I imagine they would.
You imagine. But is that the case? Is that what's actually going to happen?
I wonder at what pollution level we start attracting monsters.
I've played this game before. How long does it usually take you before you get attacked?
Usually play on peaceful because I'm a pussy. So that's about how long.
Alright, at some point we need to move these labs over so we can just automatically feed this shit into them.
Right.
Actually, we have the thing, right? The assembling machine.
Yeah, we now have an assembling machine.
So we can make the potions automatically.
Which take gear wheels, which means we need another one that makes gear wheels.
Alright, this is where this is where the factory planning comes into play.
You ready, Matt?
When
We've
you've got
unlocked automation.
when we've got assembling machines that can automatically craft items for us using recipes, this is where factory planning is a big deal.
The first thing you want to auto crafting.
Let's see. Well, I think ultimately we want to auto craft red potions. So the recipe for red potions is 1 copper plate, 1 iron gear wheel. That means, so we'll have 1 auto crafter making red potions. We will need a second auto crafter making iron gear wheels, which just requires iron plates.
Right. So you want this auto crafter to be producing these like indefinitely, right? Like you won't be.
Ideally, yeah.
Gotcha. So probably an intermediary point between the copper and the iron, like around this area right here. It's probably the best idea.
Yeah. Here, I'll just place these 2 things down so you can see what they look like.
I gotcha.
So these are the auto crafters. So you can, if you left click on it, you can set the item you want it to produce. So if I left click on the red potion vial right there, I've set it to make those, and you'll see that it needs copper plates and iron gear wheels. And I can set up the one next to it to make iron gear wheels, and it only needs iron plates. So the a basic idea would be you'd have iron being fed into this one on the right. You could have an arm that directly pulls the gears from the one on the right and inserts them into the one on the left. You'd have copper being fed in from the left side to the one on the left.
Yeah.
And you can output the vials with an arm out the top or something.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this monstrosity down here?
It works.
Whoa. I mean, yeah.
You gotta get really creative with these before you have the steel power poles. In just a few moments, we're gonna have logistics, and we can get the underground belts.
I think we'd be better off just reorienting all of this so it just outputs in a better direction.
Yeah. So we need iron plates.
Like, we can just move these drills. We don't have to keep this shit here.
Yeah. So we need iron plates to make those iron gears, right?
Yeah.
So set up right here. I don't think there's any way for like conveyors to overlap with one another. Unless we make those like.
Not until we get the underground ones.
Yeah.
Which I think we just got. We did. How do we want to position these? Do we want to position them horizontally or vertically?
I would say vertically.
Alright.
Do we want to get optics for lights, by the way?
We could do something like that. Yeah. Lights would actually help with the viewing experience whenever it turns nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm researching some optics.
Actually, let's move these over. So let's assume that I am outputting iron plates on the right side of these furnaces. See that?
Yeah.
So, with that assumption, let's position these something like this. And this bottom one will make iron gear wheels. How do we feel about that?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So for this, how many entry points does it have?
4 for each so 1 for each cardinal direction.
I gotcha. Well, that
Okay.
fed in directly or with those arms?
You have to use the arms. It can't feed in off the conveyor belt.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so that would be like that, and then you can have an arm like this. You see that?
Yeah. Fed in directly. I gotcha.
Yeah. So now I need to orient the drills. The problem is feeding the raw iron into the furnaces.
Yeah.
And having it while also feeding in coal. So if we do something like that, so you notice how the coal is on one side of the line.
Yeah.
You can occupy both sides with 2 different things.
Right.
So if I could feed iron onto the other side, we could just have the one line.
Yeah.
Now I forgot how that works, so I'm gonna test it here.
If you come to the copper, you can see it. That's currently what's taking place, and it's getting really, really cringy.
Oh man, Tyler.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking, but slightly,
Better.
well, just slightly different.
Oh, we finished optics.
We go next, Tyler.
Oh, do we want to do electronics, or do we want to do steel, or do we want to do weapons, stone walls, turrets? What are we feeling? So if we go down
Okay.
electronics, we can get solar energy, automation 2, fast inserters, energy distribution.
All right, Matt. So this is just a little test thing. You see how I have this set up down here?
Yeah.
Coal on one side, iron on the other.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, all you would have to do is just like this. Pick up coal and iron.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm. Okay.
That's what I got going on right over here.
That's what I had the first time. I just didn't think it was working right, but I guess it is.
No, it always
Alright.
pick up the iron before it picks up the coal. That's just a thing.
Oh, okay. Man, these small electric poles are so shit.
They are. I hate them so much. That's why I'm researching steel. So we can move to steel power distribution. Now, what's really difficult is when you start having to use alien science files, the purple ones. Those are really hard to efficiently, automatically manufacture.
Really.
So I don't know what it is, but we haven't been attacked by aliens yet.
Yeah, I know, that's surprising.
A little spooked, I'll be real with you.